Statistics say about 135 million people, including children, are autistic worldwide. Autism Spectrum Disorder, as it is medically called, is a health condition science is still grappling to understand its causes perfectly. But doctors say early detection yields impressive results. In our Sunday special, Senior Correspondent Jacqueline Ogoh takes a look at the health challenge and a family which has resiliently helped their son overcome tides of the challenge.
World Health Organization statistics say 1 out of every 160 children live with autism spectrum disorder, simply referred to as autism by many, and as ASD in the medical field. Wider statistics indicate 135 million cases exist worldwide, with more than 1 million children and teenagers living with the condition in Nigeria. A research supported by the UK Health Scheme says if autism is detected early, it can be better managed to curb adverse effects. Signs to watch in children include not speaking or responding to the call of their names or smiling back when smiled at, avoiding eye contact or focusing on an object for long, getting very upset if they do not like a certain taste, smell or sound, repetitively flapping their hands, flicking their fingers, rejecting social interaction, finding it difficult to express feelings amongst others. I wanted to know more, and I was lucky. I stumped into one of Nigeria's top medical professors, Sam Okwabonwa, at the Yaba Psychiatric Hospital in Lagos. And he was very willing to tell me more about the health condition.
It's a developmental problem, a cognitive developmental problem of the child or the human being, which of course is related to some part of the brain, because it's the brain that controls speech, controls communication, and helps also in building social and social interactions. So you might call it something that it's related to the brain, but it's just a disorder which happens for several reasons, many of them unknown. But the major causative may be related to the gene, because it's been found that autism runs in families. So it could be an issue of some rearrangement of the genes, sequencing of the gene in the particular human or in the genealogy.
That conversation got my journalistic antenna searching for a family with an autistic child I heard about. I found myself in the Asheshe axis of the redemption camp, veering off from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to the home of Sylvester and Olufunke OKOLIE, both in their early 50s. They are parents of 18-year-old Daniel Ayomikun OKOLIE, who is autistic but interesting and talented, a pen-on-paper artist. The OKOLIEs are a family of 5 with 2 sons and a daughter. But they also have an interesting story to tell about Daniel, who is their first son, but the second child in the family. Daniel's mom, a civil servant and a Yoruba woman married to an Igbo man, discovered her son was autistic at the age of 4 when she noticed he was exhibiting some of the traits earlier mentioned.
He would stare at the rolling ceiling fan. He could be there for only God knows 5 minutes, and you'll be wondering what he's looking at. When you greet him, he was not responding, there was no eye contact. And you know, because he was actually still small, I just assumed that he had a delayed speech. Over time, he's going to talk, because I never knew anything about autism. Then when this friend of mine who did special education saw him and saw the way that, you know, they were supposed to play, he was supposed to be playing together with her children. We saw that Daniel was always staying on his own. He just wants to play in his own corner. He was not talking, he was not interacting. And that was when I got to work.
Daniel's father, a salesman, just like any typical Nigerian man, went straight to his mother to ask if there was anyone with the trait in their family. He also carried his investigation to the doorsteps of his wife's family. At the end of his race here and there, he realized there was only one thing that would work.
I love my wife so much because she doesn't give up. She's a fighter. My wife said, "Do you know why, dear? We're going to fight it together." I said, "I will support you." She said, "Our first son, we're going to fight it together. We can't give up." So we took him to that special school. So with the fees, a good bank supported us. They took part of the school fees and we paid part of it. And Daniel we are seeing today, the school called us and said, "Daniel is good to go. And Daniel can go to a regular school." And to the glory of God, Daniel is in a regular school now, doing very well.
That determination by the OKOLIEs has yielded good fruits. Daniel, who was moved from a special school to a regular school, is now doing well with his passion, which is drawing. His pen on paper drawings and paintings attracted the interest of the popular Terra Culture Arts Gallery on Lagos Island, where he recently held an exhibition. The OKOLIEs have a word of advice for parents who have autistic children or any child living with a challenge.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope for every child, irrespective of the challenge that they are going through. They can be great, but you must be willing to sacrifice. You must be willing to do all you can to help that child achieve their God-given talents.
Don't give up. And don't keep that child at home. Look for the solution out there. Seek for that solution out there. Don't run away because you have a child that cannot talk or cannot. Don't run away. Work on them. That child, you see that you don't know what is going to, might be the one that is going to bring out your name in a positive way tomorrow.
Daniel's 20-year-old sister, Ayomide, who is studying theater and media arts in the university, made an impression that got a good mark. She spoke of how she did everything she could to shield her brother from stigmatization and misinterpretations.
It was very difficult. It was very difficult speaking for him all the time, especially when he was trying to make friends, because he's a friendly person. I wasn't even a friendly person when I was growing up. So to an extent, I was more on the defensive side of, to an extent, I didn't want him to even interact with people because their reaction or the way they treated him wasn't really good. Even some of my friends up to now never knew that he was autistic. They felt, sometimes I heard comments like, "Oh, he's probably an imbecile," something like that. And it's very absurd because it's not true. I think parents should be more communicative with their children and tell their children how to treat other children.
Ayomide is not just happy, but she's satisfied her brother is actualizing his big dream.
I never saw it coming out the way it did, so I was surprised, and I'm really happy that he can finally share it with people and he can be himself. He's so much confident that he used to be a long time ago. And I'm happy that people can understand that autistic children and also human beings, and they are normal, they're just different. I feel very happy for him. I'm proud of him.
Daniel's thriving talent is a pointer to the fact that children with challenges should not be undermined. Medical experts say autistic children are not mad. Just like people are different in their ways and mannerisms, they are also different. They are not meant to be thrown into any evil forest as expected by some African life-strangulating cultures and traditions. They are only meant to be given a fair chance to discover their abilities. Daniel, who is happy he got a fair chance, told me why he loves painting.
I like to paint and draw because it recovers me from stress. Because every time when I go to school, I'm going up and down, and everybody will be push me around, and my hands and my head will start to ache, and my hand will start to sweat. And suddenly I found something that will help me to recover from my stress, and that is art.
I also asked that he lets me into how he gets his inspiration.
My mind.
Wow.
I like the most imaginative nature drawing, real life drawing, and caricature, you know, like drawing of cartoons.
But Daniel OKOLIE is not thanking his inspiration for helping him. He is grateful to his family, whose supportive steps brought him to limelight. He wants other families to offer such support to challenged children for results just like his.
I have a future. I am proud of my art, but I still have not done this without my parents and my sister and my brother. And if you want to continue your journey, you don't have to hide your true gift. Show it to the world that they know. Show the world that they know you, because you're a talented person. And another one for my advice for parents is that they should trust their children. You know, believe in your children that they can do it.
Daniel, do you know what? I think you are amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
Social segregation has crippled many lives with great potentials. The story of Daniel OKOLIE clearly points at the need to extinguish the fire of social segregation in exchange for social integration. Leonardo da Vinci painted the famous picture of Mona Lisa. Who knows, the paintings of Daniel OKOLIE can put Nigeria, or may put Nigeria, on the world stage for global attention. Jacqueline Ogoh, TVC News, Lagos.